You just failed out of nursing school and you do not know what to do. You don't know where to go. You had all these hopes and dreams. Say you failed that first semester, second, third, even fourth. People fail out of nursing school in any given semester. First thing I want you to do is, I will tell you guys how much they start me off as a new grad, hoping that will actually inspire some of you guys to go forward, to not give up on your dreams. I believe I did not. Everyone, welcome back to Motivestolife, where our motive is to stay up, never down. My name is Banks. For those of you guys that are just tuning in, welcome. For those of you guys that have subscribed, I want to actually apologize for posting some of my videos so late because I'm also a travel nurse, so I have been working like crazy, doing this 5 days, 5 days a week. It's like when I come home, I just literally just crash to bed. I'm just really working. I've been working during the pandemic. I've been working now, so but don't worry, this contract is almost over. Once this contract is over, I have so much in store for you guys. I have so much to say, so many things, so many advice. So I'll be definitely posting more. I have 6 more weeks, but I just wanted to squeeze this video in because this is something that it's been overdue, something that I wanted to say for the longest. And for those of you guys that have subscribed to my channel, I feel so honored, guys. Like literally, I don't even care if it's 300, 200 people subscribe to me. I am very humble, and I really want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you for liking. I've received so many emails. I read all of my emails. I want you guys to know that. So I created a link tree that I'm going to post on my Nursebangs Instagram, so that way you can if you want a one-on-one with me, I can give you guys some more personal tips. There is some tips, there's some things that I don't really want to say here on YouTube that I can actually advise you one-on-one, that because I have so many emails, I'd rather just talk to you guys face to face. If you're interested in having this one-on-one stuff, one-on-one thing with me, Personally, I'm going to have so many free times, and I'm going to definitely take a break from travel nursing for a little bit because I have been so tired from working. I've come home and I crash on my bed, and yeah, like, thank God for my family for cooking for me, for some people to come to my house to clean for me, because I have just been, just bombarded. Plus, I just came from Africa not too long ago. I did make a vlog on that. Watch out for that video. It's going to be really fun for those of you guys that are interested in watching my vlogs. So I told myself, once I came back from Africa, like, y'all, it's grind time. So I had no choice but to work and make all that money that I've been spending. So anyways, that's out of the way. Let's get down to the business. I wanted to make this video because this is the most requested video. This is the most video that I should have posted this video right after I posted the main video of me filling out of nursing school. This is like the second part to it. This is basically telling you guys the steps that I took, not me being in nursing school, but the steps that I took after filling out of nursing school. Now, for those of you guys that are feeling and watching this video, I want you to not give up. At the end of the video, I am going to show you guys. Okay, maybe I shouldn't show you guys because I don't want none of my family members to hit me up talking about, oh, you're making all this money and you don't want to come spend it on me. I don't want any of that because I definitely got some student loans and I got some bills to pay, so I don't want any of that. But I will tell you guys personally, I am not afraid, I'm not ashamed. I will tell you guys how much they start me off as a new grad, hoping that will actually inspire some of you guys to go forward, to not give up on your dreams. I believe I did not fail out of nursing school for myself. I believe I failed. God made me purposely fail out to encourage somebody out there that's thinking of giving up on their life, thinking of giving up on their career, thinking of giving up on something that they love so dearly. One thing I want you guys to know that is time does not wait on nobody. Time does not wait. Time does not wait. The more you keep saying, well, nursing is not for me, maybe I will try again next year, or maybe I'll try again this year, the following year, or I'll wait a little bit, I'll take a break. I'm telling you, time does not wait. I have been a registered nurse now I'm going on 4 years as a registered nurse. Like, just like that. Time does not wait. So I'm telling you not to give up. I'm going to show you guys how much I got paid, you know, hoping that will inspire some of you guys to get up out your feet and go for your career and go for what you want. Nursing would always be in demand. It's a very broad career. It's something that is just beautiful, and I hope one day I will vlog my actual day of work, my shift, what I do on my day off, things like that. So I'm excited. Let's get straight to the video. First thing first, you feel devastated. You just feel out of nursing school and you do not know what to do. You don't know where to go. You had all these hopes and dreams. Say you failed that first semester, second, third, even fourth. People fail out of nursing school in any given semester. First thing I want you to do is don't look down on yourself and say you are a failure, you are not good at this, you will not get this accomplished. Do not. The first thing I want you to do is cry. That is the first step. Let it all out. Feel sad, cry, like just let it out. Let the emotion out, because you don't want to be a bitter person. You don't want to start another nursing program and you're just bitter and angry from the past nursing program. So it's very, very important that you actually let it out. Do not be afraid. Do not be ashamed. Do not be afraid to feel like this is just too much emotion. Embrace the emotion. For me, I cried for a whole week. Literally, I cried for a whole week. I was depressed for a whole week. Cry. That's the first thing to do. Go to the gym, go punch something. Not nobody. But go punch something. Go do something productive and let it out and start all over. And if you're like some people that failed NCLEX, I have a video of NCLEX that I'm gonna post. But if you fail NCLEX, you have already, let me tell you, if you accomplish nursing school and you failed NCLEX and you cannot pass NCLEX, let me tell you, you have done the hard part. NCLEX is just, sometimes people just fail NCLEX because of anxiety, because they didn't like of studying, or they just get scared. NCLEX really, I passed NCLEX with 75 my first time. Watch that video that I'm going to post. Because now, 2, get up. You got to get up. You have to get up. You cannot stay in your emotions for too long. You cannot stay in your tears for too long. You gotta get up. Now, this is the thing that most people ask, the question that I received the most. What did I do? What steps did I take? After I failed out, after I gave myself a week of emotions, I was like, I'm ready to start school again the following semester. Like, I was not playing. So I looked into schools. Now, every state have their own personal license. Their board of, you know, registered nurse, they have it. And on each of those like website, there's schools also. They show you, like, especially for California. I'm from California. I live in California. It's when I went to the California website, the registered nurse board of registered nurse website, and I went to education in the schools. It showed me all the list of schools that there is in the entire California that I can actually apply to. I can become a registered nurse. So just because you failed, I want you guys to understand this. Just because you failed out from one nursing program does not mean you cannot accomplish being a registered nurse again on a nursing program. Yes, your option may be a little smaller, but it does not mean that you cannot accomplish being a registered nurse. Even if you failed out from another, like a Cal State, and you want to go to another school, it's still possible. For me, my options were very, very limited. Like, I failed out of one of the community colleges in the in LA County. So mine was just like, okay, once I filled out of that specific school, I couldn't go into any Los Angeles community college, and there were about 8 of them. Can you imagine? Like, so you guys probably have if you're a failed out of nursing school, you probably have way more options than me. Like, it was like, oh shoot, I couldn't apply to 8 schools, 8 community college schools. But luckily, I most of my classes, I took them already in a I took most of my general ed in community college, so it was easy for me to transfer them to a university. My option was never, my first option was not a university, but I always wanted to get my bachelor degree. I always told myself I was going to get my bachelor degree. So I actually applied to a school. I closed my eyes. I applied to a school that had a bachelor degree. Now, let me tell you guys, there's nothing wrong to applying to a private school. Some of you guys are saying that yes, it's expensive, but let me tell you something a little bit good about a private school versus a community college school. Now, a private school won't just like just give up on you like that. Before you fill out of a private school, there's going to be options for you to take. There are extra classes. There are extra like things to do before you just fill that, because you're paying so much money that they don't want to just kick you out. Versus a community college, look, you don't pass this test 1 or 2, you're out. So you have to keep your options open, not just say, well, I don't have time to pay all that money, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you, as a registered nurse, you're going to have that money, child. Don't ever say you do not have, like, if you become a traveler, you get your experience, you become a traveler, you are going to have enough money to pay back. So get rid of the thing of, oh, you know what, I don't want to spend so much money on school. Invest in yourself. That is the best thing I can tell anybody. Invest in your career. So please, 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 if your option is to apply to a private school, it's possible. Start applying to private schools too. You can also apply to another community college. If you was not like me that fell out of a LA community college schools, you can apply to like other community colleges that will actually accept you. Even if you're failed out, they can still accept you. They can still take your classes. I think now the 5-year ranges have changed a little bit. I'm not too sure how it is now. I haven't looked into general ed classes in like ever since I was finished with nursing school. I haven't done any of that. So, but I'm sure the 5-year mark, say you failed out and you already took your classes and it hasn't been 5 years yet, you can still transfer those classes. Every class that you have taken in college is transferable to university, is transferable to a community college. So don't keep your options limited and say, well, I'm just going to apply to community college because I failed out of a community college school. No, you can also apply to a university. You can apply to a private school. Don't limit yourself. Take chances. 2, I want you to like, okay, say you fell out of a school and for instance, you fell out of a school in California. For some reason, you just had this anxiety. You say you don't want to even go to another school in California. Start looking to other states. Start looking into other states to become a registered nurse. Your state that you filled out of is not the only state that has nursing school, that has nursing program. Nursing school is everywhere. Like, do your research, especially on each state that you leave. Do your research. Go to the registered nursing, the board of registered nurse, those page. See all the schools. See the passing rate. See the acceptance rate, and apply. Don't limit yourself. That's exactly what I did. I just applied. I think I applied to 2 at the time. But for some reason, the school that I went to accepted me first, and the process was just smoother, was easier. And even though it was a private school, it was cheaper for me because I had already taken most of my general ed classes at a community college. So it was easier for me and it was transferable for me. My student loans is not even over 80, it's not over 60, it's not even over 50,000. So it's still doable. It's still like, I still didn't pay as much as some other students that paid 150,000. And you'll be surprised, some of them actually pay those student loans back. Like, they paid them off. So don't limit yourself and say, well, I'm only going to apply to community college. I'm only going to apply to one university. Be broad. Apply to every school that you want to apply. If they don't accept you, it's okay. That one school will accept you. Apply to schools out of state. Apply to schools out of state that are close by. Say if you're the type of person that you have family, you have a husband, you have children, or you have a wife, you have kids, apply to schools close by. Apply to school a little farther. I know my mother, she went to school, she went to a nursing program that was 4 hours away from where we lived. Me as a daughter, my father, my little brother, we just have to make that sacrifice. Like, hey, mommy just have to go to school far. We just might not see her 4 days a week, but when she's off, she comes back home. So you have to really be open to apply to these schools, to apply to schools that you know you will get accepted. And once you get accepted, you watch my other video that I posted, how to be successful in nursing school. That video is really nice, by the way. Yeah, you watch that video, or you put on your big girl panties, your big boy panties, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. No one is gonna stop me. So first thing first, you failed. Get rid of that thought. You gotta get up, you move on, you gotta cry, let the tears out. 2, start looking into schools. Once you look into schools, you apply everywhere, and whoever accepts you, you take it, you go. 3, for some of you guys that are watching this video that maybe you haven't failed yet, but let's say that you're on the borderline of failing, you can actually do the steps. First, talk to your instructor. Talk to your instructor. Don't just fail and say whatever, she doesn't like me. Make sure you didn't fail out because of racism, because there is racism in nursing, that nursing school that people don't talk about. There's still like some instructors that may just not like you for whatever reason, we don't know. So talk to your instructor, talk to your director, talk to someone. Don't just say, I'm failing, oh crap, I don't know what to do. You gotta talk to somebody. You have to, and there's some instructors that are really, really nice, that will really work with you, that will tell you, study this, study that, this is where questions are gonna come from, you need to know this, you need to buy this book, this is where my questions, there are instructors like that. Like, nobody, if nobody wants to fail out of nursing school. But if you just don't try and you just like, you know what, I give up on looking for a program, you don't want to be like that. You also don't want to be a bitter person. You don't want to be someone that failed out of your dream and life goes on and 5 years pass, and you're like, damn, I really wished I accomplished my goal. I really wish I did what I was supposed to do. I really wish, you know, I went for what I do. That's like the worst feeling, is living life and not accomplishing your dream. Don't think that you're a failure because you fell out of nursing school. You fell out of any school in general. So take the steps that I'm telling you to take. And once you take those steps, once you cry, you let it out, you get up, you research on schools, you apply. Apply to 10 schools if you can. Don't just limit yourself to 5 or 3. Apply to 10 schools. Literally apply to all of them. Private school, universities, apply. Community college, take the risk. You can do it. That's what I'm telling some people that email me. That's what I'm telling them. Like, look, you can do this. Like, no, don't just sit and say, okay, I failed, I give up. No, you got to get up, apply to another school, and just let that thought of, oh, I'm going to fail again, go. Like, on my other video, I gave resources on what I did, what things that helped me to pass my nursing my second nursing program. I bought every study guide book. Every study guide book I bought. I had all of them ready for me. From each of my textbook. I had Simple Nursing. I was listening to his videos when I was walking, driving, cooking, whatever I'm doing. I'm listening to Simple Nursing. I'm at the grocery store. I have the NCLEX Prep app. I'm going over questions. And every single day, it's like I was doing that, and I literally passed nursing school with A's and B's. Seriously. It's doable. Just because you failed out of one program does not mean that you cannot you cannot go to another program. And for some of you guys that are married and have a family, yes, this may be a little harder for you, but don't limit yourself. If you have a supportive husband or supportive wife, you got to tell them, hey, this is my career. This is what I want to do for my children. This is what I want to do for you. I need to go to a school a little farther from you. And if it calls you guys to move to an apartment close by that school, hey, it's just a sacrifice. You have to be willing to make that sacrifice and say, you know what, this is something that I want to do, and I'm going to do it. Okay? Okay, now I'm gonna tell y'all the sweet stuff. Let me remind you guys, I do live in California. California is very, very, very expensive, y'all. Like, California is expensive. Even my rent, like, that I'm living, don't, like, it's, if I tell you guys my rent, you'll be like, damn, that's a mortgage in Atlanta, that's a mortgage in Arizona, that's a mortgage in Colorado, because California is just that expensive. It's one of the most expensive states in the United States. However, California do pay their nurses the highest. We get paid very, very great here, and also, the cost of living is also high. So it's like a win-win. Like, it's like a win-win. But we do get paid good amount of money. So hopefully this motivates some of you guys. But yeah, as a new grad, they started me off at, drum roll please, don't forget you guys, I did start at a very prestige, I would say, hospital, but I do work a lot for my money in that hospital. I'm telling you, it's a great place to work, but you work a lot. You work for your money. But they started me up as a new grad at $58 an hour. So you can do it. $58 an hour as a new grad, no experience, zero experience. Of course it went higher than that, but yeah, I did get started. They did start me off at $58 an hour. And you know, working 3 days a week, or if I wanted to work more, or if I want to work less, it was up to me. Because so hopefully that motivates you guys to become a, you know, to go after your dream, to be motivated, to not give up just because. So I hope you guys don't give up. I hope you don't give up on your dream. I hope you use this video to motivate you to get up and, you know, take the steps that I took. Cry, let it out, apply to schools, look into private schools, community college, look into schools out of state. Just do your research and try to, like, you know, apply to those schools. Now if you want a one-on-one with me, I do have my Nursebangs Instagram, where my link tree is going to be on there, where you can, you know, schedule a one-on-one meeting with me if you want. I can give you a more detail, I can give you more stuff. We can sit down one-on-one to see where you at in, you know, in your program. What are you feeling at? What resource I can give you, the things that I can give you, what to do, you know, stuff like that. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, share this video to anyone that you know is struggling in nursing school, who have failed out, who's given up on their dream, or even nursing students that have passed nursing school but can't pass NCLEX. Tell them to get up and keep on going. Life is too short to waste it on your dream of not accomplishing your goals. Life is precious. Time, it does not wait on nobody. Time keep going. If you want this, you can accomplish. Stay motivated and you can do it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to Motives to Life, where motive is to stay up and never down. This is Becca Banks, and yeah, I'm gonna do other stuff now. I only have one day off, so I'm about to cook. Thank you guys. Bye.